Hey, beautiful people, it's Rickita. I'm back with another video. And in this video, we're going to talk about the steps to actually getting your first credit card. So if you guys don't have a credit card, we're going to talk about the steps to actually getting your first credit card and getting approved for it. So the first thing is, I want you guys to make sure that you're checking your credit score. You want to know exactly what your credit score is. Some people don't understand that when you're first starting out trying to build credit, especially when you're 18, you probably don't even have a credit score at all, especially if your parents didn't add you on as an authorized user to any of their credit cards so you can start building your credit score. You want to know what your credit score is. So you can check on Credit Karma. You can also check on Identity IQ. I have a link in the description. You can check there. And I'm going to tell you another place that's going to tell you your credit score in a little bit. But you definitely can check these different places because you want to know what your credit score is. If you don't know what your credit score is, you don't know, potentially what's the problem as to why you're not getting approved for a credit card. You start applying for them, Capital One, maybe try to discover, and they're like, no. You need to know why they're saying no, because maybe you got a bad credit score. Maybe you have negative accounts in your credit report, and that's the reason why you're not getting approved. So I want you to know what your credit score is. You can, if you look at your credit score, you can start getting approved for credit cards. Even if your credit score is not the best, like 580, you can get approved for credit cards. But a lot of times you're going to have to start off with some secure credit cards. So the next thing is, I want you to research the best credit cards for beginners. So it's so many different credit cards out there. I do have credit cards on my website that you all can check out. So let's actually look at that now, because if you guys go to my website, Rickita.com, you come right here to the best credit cards to build credit. You want to actually come here because these are credit cards that's truly for like beginners if you're really trying to just build your credit. So I put this list together. So you want to research it and actually look at some. So let's actually look at a few of them and understand these are for beginners. These are for people that probably got bad credit too, or just no credit at all. So we got the Self Visa card. That's a great one for beginners. No credit check. Credit builder card. No credit check. Kickoff, no credit check. They do want to verify your identity, so they may do a soft pull, but it's not going to be a hard inquiry when I say no credit check. Discover Secure. Remember I said you may need to start with Secure credit card. That's fine. Discover Secure credit card can be a great one that you all can check out. You can also try the Navy Federal Secure credit card called the N Reward Secure card. So definitely check out this secure credit card. These secure credit cards, you have to put a deposit down. But before you do the secure, just go to the website like Capital One. Just go to their actual website and pre-qualify for their credit cards in general. They'll let you know yes or no on which credit cards they can approve you for. And they may tell you to get the secure. And if they tell you to get the secure, just go ahead and get the secure. You're trying to build your credit. You're just starting off. You guys also have like the Open Sky you can check out, Discover again, Credit One Bank. Stay away from certain credit cards like this. I would suggest you start off with credit cards that have no annual fee. Don't start getting into the annual fee thing. You're paying to use credit cards. It's not worth it. Especially for credit cards not even giving you rewards. Like, what's the point of it, Also, the Mission Lane can be a great one. Pedal One can be a great one. So it's plenty of credit cards on here. I also have another list right here, the pre-qualified with no hard inquiry. It's over 45 different accounts here that you all can check out. So I definitely suggest that you all go through this list and see if any of those credit cards you can pre-qualify for. But again, you need to research the credit cards and see which one is best for you. Some of these credit cards, after you apply for them, they want to actually verify your identity. So make sure you have your ID ready. They probably want proof of your income because they don't know you like that. They don't know. You just starting off, you never had a credit card. It's your first credit card. They're taking a chance on you, so they're going to want verification. Now, I also wanted to tell you about Aura because I'm so happy that Aura is sponsoring this video, because there is a lot of different scams out there, especially when it comes down to credit cards, and you guys definitely need to start protecting your identity. So I'm so happy that Aura is sponsoring this video. Aura provide a lot of things for you. The main thing I like about Aura is that it's protect your identity. They have $1 million coverage just in case you guys was to have like identity theft, and we're dealing with credit cards, even just having a social security number, you guys. There can be a lot of scams going on. So I love that Aura can actually let you know about any scams that's happening. They can actually let you know if they see your information on any of like the dark web, or if they see you have new accounts on your credit reports, they'll let you know, hey, you have a new account. And they usually tell you right away. So it's not like you're finding out 3 months later that you got a new account that you never knew about. And now someone is getting all this credit in your name. They're going to let you know right away. So I definitely love Aura. And thank you so much, Aura, for sponsoring this video. Make sure you guys definitely check out Aura. There is a 14-day free trial down below in the description and also in the comments. So definitely check it out. It is right here also, Rickita.com /, Aura.com / Rickita. Definitely check it out. And again, it's a 14-day free trial. When you guys get into credit, you guys need to start protecting your credit. When you start having all these credit cards, you need to have some type of protection in terms of if you were to have identity theft. Because imagine you have $30,000 and you find out that for $30,000 in credit cards, you find out somebody used up your credit. Somebody spent $20,000 in credit cards. You need to know that right away. You don't need to know months later so you can act right away, you know? So definitely check out Aura. I have the link down below in the description. Now, the next thing is when it comes down to these credit cards, you can apply online or in person. Now, I say in person because with some of these companies, you may decide to just go to your local credit union and apply for a credit card, and they may do the application in person. When I got my very first credit card, I got it in person. And I didn't know anything about it. I don't even know how I even got into getting the credit card. I think she just brought it up like, hey, you're 18, why don't you apply for a credit card? And it was with a credit union. So it was a $200 limit. I didn't have to put a deposit down on it at all. So definitely, if you want to apply online or in person. I showed you all the website. I have a link there where you can apply. You can also go directly to their website and apply for it also. And make sure any of your credit cards that you get, please use them responsibly. Make small purchases and pay them on time. You're trying to build your credit. And I always tell people pay your statement balance by the due date so you never get charged any interest. That's what I make sure I do. I don't want to pay interest on a credit card. If that's the case, I might as well just accept the annual fee, which I don't. So I always make sure I pay my statement balance by the due date because I never want to be charged any interest. If I'm going to hold a balance, I hold balances on 0% APR credit cards. That's where they're not going to charge you any interest at all. So let me give you an example. If you guys search on YouTube, you guys will see where I show you guys sometimes me paying my Apple credit card, and I'll show you the different, because Apple will say, hey, if you pay just the minimum, we're going to charge you $10 in interest. That means we're going to charge you $10 for using your credit card, and that's just this month. They can continue to charge this if you don't, and plus charge more if you don't pay your full bill. And then they have another one where if you just pay part of it, this is how much you're going to charge you in interest. If you pay your statement balance, you're not going to get charged anything at all. And then if you pay the full balance, you're not going to get charged anything. And the statement balance is basically what you had left over from last month. So if I on my statement, basically on my due date, if I just pay whatever my statement balance is, but I still spent more money, but it's not included in my statement balance, say it's $300 that's still left after I pay my statement balance, that $300 is going to be my statement balance for next month. So think about whatever they report to the credit bureaus, which is about 3 days after your due date, that is what your statement balance is. And if you guys understand that part of it, just making sure you pay your statement balance by your due date, you will never be charging any interest, and you can actually start using your credit cards responsibly. Now, I am reading a lot of Dave Ramsey. I don't have his book up here because I'm reading a lot of them. Being debt free, not using credit and things like that. But I do say use it responsibly. So I guess I'm Dave-ish in a way, but I do say use your credit cards responsibly. And if you don't know how to use your credit cards responsibly, then you just need to learn how to straight budget and don't get a credit card at all. Because if you start using credit cards and you don't use it responsibly, all you're doing is putting yourself into debt and creating more problems for your future self to solve. Because it's not something that you're just going to get totally out of. It's something that your future self is going to have to deal with, because these accounts, when they are negative, they're going to stay on your credit report and they're going to report negatively. And when you want to get a house, you want to get a car, it's going to be hard for you. So just make sure you use it responsibly and don't spend anything that you really don't have in your bank account. Don't say, oh, let me go ahead and put this trip on my credit card and you know that you're not going to pay that statement balance. Say if you put $1,000 on your credit card, you know you're not going to pay that statement balance next month, because it's not going to be due this month. It's going to be due technically next month. If you know you're not going to pay that full $1,000, don't do it because you're charging things on your credit that you cannot pay off. And what happens when something was to happen in your life? You don't have the emergency fund. You're going to get yourself into debt. And I've done that before, and that's why I'm stressing this, especially with a video like this, because we probably have a lot of people that's 18 fresh out trying to get a credit card, and I just want to warn you all. So definitely get your first credit card. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments, and make sure you guys get that 14-day free travel, or I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.